Chairman Rockefeller, thank you very much for doing this. I want to commend you and Senator Enzi for bringing us together to talk about this important program. And colleagues, I think it's worth noting that at a time of extraordinary dysfunction and polarization here in Washington, this is a program where there's a consensus that it genuinely helps people in need, and particularly our vulnerable children. This is medical care, it's dental care to millions of kids nationwide who otherwise, without CHIP, would be falling between the cracks. And in particular, it has reduced disparities in health coverage for economically vulnerable Americans. And I just want to take a couple of minutes to note how we have arrived at this point, because you don't see a consensus build for an incredibly important program for vulnerable people by osmosis. It just doesn't happen that way. This program has come together because of the extraordinary leadership of Chairman Rockefeller. We certainly had Senator Hatch all these years, and he was in your corner, Chairman Rockefeller, but make no mistake about it. This has come about because a humble person who has been relentless in his admirable desire to stand up for those in need, said he was going to go to bat for this program every step of the way. And that's why this program is on the books, Chairman Rockefeller. So this is a particularly meaningful day, and we're going to have other times, colleagues, to talk about the great contributions of Chairman Rockefeller, what he's done to protect the retirement security for minors. And I sat next to him, have for years, in the Intelligence Committee. None of you can know that because that's kind of classified. So his extraordinary work on cyber security back when I had a full head of hair and rugged good looks and was director of the Great Panthers, we passed petitions, actually, for work that Chairman Rockefeller did for for seniors in terms of home health care. So we take a few minutes today to recognize what he has done for those who are vulnerable, and that legacy is going to continue. That legacy is going to continue in the days and years ahead. That legacy of grace, tenacity, and particularly making sure that every time debates are conducted here in the Finance Committee and in Washington, D.C., those without power, those without clout, those without political action committees have a big voice. That's what Chairman Rockefeller's legacy is all about, is standing up for those people. I'm going to have a chance to talk about other aspects of his career. I'm particularly pleased that he's the leader of the Tall Senators Caucus. That's kind of meaningful to me. And I want to note one other point before I wrap up. And that was Chairman Rockefeller's selfless decision to decline the opportunity to chair the full Finance Committee allowed me to accept this position and the responsibility that goes with it. We all understand that Chairman Rockefeller would have been a superb chairman of the Finance Committee, and I just want him and colleagues here to know that my gratitude for that selfless act, Chairman Rockefeller, is profound. And my goal here in the Senate Finance Committee is going to be to try to live up to the standards that you've set during your time in public service. Thank you.
That's pretty nice. Actually, I was really happy as the chairman of Commerce Committee.